I moved stuff around when I saw this list. So the first change that I made is Lost Galaxy. When I saw that morph again, I noticed they used each of the Rangers elements and they incorporated into the morph to enhance it. So it deserves to be under Blown Away, but after Lightspeed Rescue, because Lightspeed Rescue was on a new level's creativity. Next I put Turbo 2 under Great, because I realized that it's a nice, sweet, short morph with a lot of energy, and I love how the suits form. And then next I put Wild Force underneath improvement, because while it's a beautiful morph, it was copied directly from Toei, so it's not their creativity, it's Toei's Ga Ranger creativity. Next for Ninja Storm, I love that morph. From when they separate their arms and how the suit materializes onto their body, looks like they're in a tornado, and also the ending is amazing. And then the Thunder Ranger morph they took from that and they did something different where they have their arms up on the air. With that thunder, their suit just forms up and their helmet appears. Then with Cam, the Samurai Ranger, I love how it's a new morph where he's sitting or kneeling and the suit just materializes on him. All morphs, they're just amazing. So Ninja Storm, it deserves to go high up at Blown Away because of their creativity. Now for Dino Thunder's morph, it was impressive. I loved it. What I love is the whole morph stance and then the Rangers or the Red Ranger hitting the ground and doing those flips as the suit forms. And then for the White Ranger, how he's kind of being rotated around as the suit armor appears on him. Such an impressive morph. I love it. I'm gonna put it right after Ninja Storm, but they're so similar in greatness that you go either way. SPD just took Dino Thunder's Morpher and improved it by a lot. I love how when they open their Delta Morphers, a hologram of their Ranger form appears. They do a backflip and they morph instantly. It's so quick yet very creative, and I love that about the SPD morph. So SPD would go about Dino Thunder. I still want to place Ninja Storm first, only because like each of the Rangers morphs were so similar yet so different in their own way that it just deserves to be first and Blown Away. Mystic Force's morph was under-impressive, especially after sitting through Dino Thunder and SPD's creativity. And they push these random buttons on their morphers. And the morph itself is great. I like it, but just the starting points of it make no sense. Like, what buttons are you pushing? So, Mystic Force, I would put it under. I would put it under great because their morphing sequence was still pretty good. And I'll put it after Power Rangers Turbo. I love Operation Overdrive's morph. Say what you want about the season, I agree, it wasn't that great. But their morph was very creative. Right from the start, you see a hologram, then you see what appears to be like an information chart that they're scanning for their Ranger info, I guess. and then how the suit appears and all that power that's drawn to finish up the morph is just impressive. For that, I would have to put Operation Overdrive. I would put it a little. I put it after SPD, but before Dino Thunder. I really like the Jungle Fury morph. The fact that they implemented the whole calling the animal spirits to morph was a great idea. The only issue I had with it is they moved their hands around too much in order to call the animal spirit when it should have appeared a little bit faster. But still, it was an impressive morph, so I'll put it under Blown Away, but after Dino Thunder. I really like RPM's morph, but it's way too fast. That doesn't give you time to appreciate it. So, RPM's morph, I would put it. I would put it under good right after Turbo, only because it was way too fast. But the effects and everything was perfect. But it takes a backseat to Turbo. But because Turbo, although fast, it gave you like enough time to appreciate the morph.
Try. It's payback time. Samuraiser! Go, go, Samurai!
So the samurai morphs, I honestly hate them so much because it made no sense. Okay, first, they look super bored when they're drawing their kanji. And then as we fast forward, they look fine, and suddenly this mask and this random samurai suit appears, which serve no purpose to the morph, and then the morph is complete. Like, I love watching the helmets form on the ranger's face. The fact that we didn't get to see that, Samurai deserves to be under the low tire right after space.
Follow my lead. It's morphin' time.
The Mega Force Morph was okay. It was definitely an improvement from Samurai. But again, it was too long, and them calling out their ranged designations was unnecessary. So I will put it under not bad because they did try. And Samurai would have been up here too if it wasn't for those masks.
Come on. Power up. Super Mega Move. Super Mega Force. 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 Silver. Super Mega Force. Fight. You can.
The Super Mega Force Morph was a weird one because they treated it like a power up instead of its own set of powers. And also the morph was the same morph from Mega Force. They just had the Mega Force outfits as the Super Mega Force suits appeared on them. So it wasn't creative. So it deserves to go under D after Wild Force.
Ding Nightmare. It's Morphin' time. Dino Charge. Ready. Unleash the power. Power Rangers. Dino Super Charge.
I love the Dino Charge morph. It's a huge improvement from the other Neo Saban seasons. And I like how the name was incorporated in the morph. Like the dino, where the dinosaurs at the end bite on them and the suits appear. And for the charge, they have those Dino Chargers that they insert into their morphers. So I thought those were like pretty cool. So I would say it would go after Operation Overdrive.
Power Stars. Lock in. Ready. Ninja Spin. Ninja Rangers. Fear danger.
So I closed the tire list accidentally and I didn't realize that I didn't put in the titles. And with that, we watched Ninja Steel's Morph, and it was good, but basic. There's nothing special that happened. So I'll put it after Zeo. And with that said, I prefer it over Zeo's Morph, to be honest, but I do not like their morphers or those random star things that they use to morph. Zeo's, I like the Zeo Nicers and the different hand gestures that they used. So for all of that, they deserve to be after Zeo. So that was the Beast Morphers Morph. It was interesting. I like how they used a key that wasn't in the original Sentai to morph. But what sets this morph back is that they were engulfed in that smoke for too long. I want to see the Ranger actors, not like them covered in smoke. So for that, they would go under good, but before Ninja Steel, because it was something different. So it kept my interest going.
Brandon Hound. Yeah. It's Morphin' time. Activate. Link to Morphin' Grid.
Dino Fury is an interesting one. They took too long saying so much stuff for them to activate their morpher. But then when we get to the morph, it's interesting how they slap the ground and we see their dinosaurs in a holographic form. Then they're traveling through what I'm guessing is like the constellations or something. This suit forms, just the way their helmet forms is pretty impressive. So I would put it before Dino Charge because I definitely enjoyed it more. Here's the Power Rangers Cosmic Fury Morph. Now for Cosmic Fury, they also had a really nice morph, but I feel like they took away what made Dino Fury's morph more interesting. But it was still a really nice morph. And I would have to put it after Lightspeed Rescue, only because is that they were lacking creativity. It was pretty much the same as the Dino Fury morph. So yeah, after Lightspeed Rescue. So our bonus morph for Once and Always, I would put it before season 3. Only because it's so nostalgic seeing them morph after so long. And I feel like they took the season 3 morph and they modernized it. And I prefer the animal names versus the Pink Ranger power calls because those calls were so basic. The animal one sounds more powerful and a lot nicer. It was a nice treat hearing Kat say pterodactyl. I mean, I prefer Kim. I love Kim. But yeah, just all those things included in that morph was just so great. So I finally reached the end of my video and it was so much fun. Thank you guys so much for watching. And please remember, this is my likes and dislikes for the morph. It doesn't make it any right or wrong than your opinion. So please don't get offended if one of your seasons is ranked low than another one. And with that, I also want to do a separate video for the 6th and Special Ranger morphs. As you guys noticed, I wasn't able to include all 6 rangers of a team or all 5 rangers of a team. So it's because sometimes they didn't morph together or there wasn't a video available. So I'm going to do a separate 6 ranger one because that's anyways going to be fun. Yes, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment. Would love to hear your opinions and comments, and have yourselves a great day.